We are live. From the home of the Pistons, Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look at Miami.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A 2-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, they want this win bad. Trust me, whenever you're playing a team 4 times or just twice, you never want to get swept.
And the shot goes in. Well, Chris, tonight we see 2 teams with a lot of upside and still realizing what they can do, where their season can go.
Look into the future of the league, Kevin, and you gotta love it. It's always exciting to watch the young players develop.
Here's Lynn, following the score by Miles Turner. And the layup's good off the glass.
The strength of Drummond on display.
To the right side. We play just over a minute here in the first. And they double up DeRozan. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Miami has possession. Now Lynn. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Shoots over DeRozan. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And really respect the confidence of Lynn. His teammates love how he runs these pick and roll plays.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Now here's Richardson. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And the call will be against Darius Miller. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Drummond. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line. Another shot. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And Drummond is so ridiculously strong inside, just simply overpowering the D and the post.
Here's DeRozan. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. And that one drops for him. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Detroit shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Tries again. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Bogdanovich. Tries yet again. Turner with the steal.
And before he had time to bring the ball back in off the pump fake, out, and they're off.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. A huge number this early. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Here's Lynn after the basket by Detroit. Here's Miller. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Miller's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And some changes here for the Heat. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Weber can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's good. Miller's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now, here's Collins. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They can't stop the run with that one.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Weber. Miami no good on that time either.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
In the corner, Harrell with it. Inside. To the paint. Here's Collins. It's tipped.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters. Goodness gracious. I mean, right through the teeth of the defense, literally.
I don't know how, Greg. He managed to power dunk that through. The D was right in his face. The Heat trailed by 9. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's already a second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
Weber looking around. Here's Harrell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 4 to shoot. He gets that one.
Yes, sir. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break.
Why you think they call me Yankee? That's because I'm breaking your ankle.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
Pass to Galloway. Here's Collins. Another shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Heat have gone 1-for-1, making their previous attempt at the line. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson.
Yes.
He comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in or if it's the way that they approach the game. But, yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely can see them taking the game to another level once their playing days are ended.
And there's the foul. It's on Lucas Nogueira. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful.
Pass to Collins. Puts up a 3. Miami keeping it alive with a new 24. And it's Drummond missing.
I think a kick out is the better option. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
Count that one. Grant's got his first basket of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And there's the foul. It's on Lucas Nogueira. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Tries to keep it alive. There's the double team with Grant. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Bogdanovich lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And when Bogdanovich sinks these, oh, it just cripples the defense. I mean, nothing you can do to guard against that.
And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 5-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
There's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Here's Teodosic. Pass to Biyombo. Grant outside. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 6. Moving it up. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Richardson's got 9 points.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Teodosic. Nails the 16-footer. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Well, for the Pistons, their second season in the new downtown arena. I mean, all 4 of the city's major sports teams now play within a few blocks of one another. Something seen nowhere else in the country. Very special in Detroit.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Love seeing the offense run through the big man. Drummond with great vision and terrific feet.
And it's Grant in the corner. It's hauled in by the Heat. And despite their new arena, attendance numbers for Pistons games could be better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to have a winning record. Also, you have to make sure that you honor those of the past. When they opened the arena, can you believe that they did not bring the Bad Boys there or the Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton Pistons there to hang up their jerseys? You have to have a connection with the city. I mean, even in the arena, there's no signage as a Pistons. It is a hockey arena, so hopefully that will change, but you have to win first. And, you know, the city of Detroit is on a great rebound. I love seeing what we're doing.
DeRozan's shot is good. He's got 9.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
No good off the front iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Pass to Lynn. And it's good from the elbow. Lynn's got his second bucket of the night.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D. And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Bounce pass from Drummond. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Well, C-Web, Andre Drummond, the 9th pick in 2012. Some teams had questions about his competitive spirit. Thought he was a little too passive with UConn.
His off-the-court personality might have fit into that. I heard he's a big teddy bear, but that hasn't stopped him from beasting on the court here in the association.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. And here's DeRozan. He's got 13. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Drummond with it. 6 points for him. Richardson gets a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Richardson's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Pass to Biyombo. Miller with a wide open look. The Pistons rebound. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from three-point range. And a wide open look for Lynn. Rebounded by the Pistons. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
He knew he had that one. I mean, he's got the open three. He's not going to wait around and give the D a chance to get out on him.
Got a piece of it. To the left wing. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And stolen by Biyombo. Here's DeRozan. But they get it back. Miller. Out to DeRozan. Biyombo. Here's Bagley. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Great.
And so is Detroit. Looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
You know, for years, the adage has been that, C-Web, big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches, the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make an easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they entered into the pros.
It's Richardson on the wing. Wide open look. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
The shot by Turner, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Drummond. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Drummond. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Drummond's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Heat.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Detroit shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he makes the first. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
No, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
Pistons leading by 8. Pass to Miller. Back to DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. DeRozan's got 19 points.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And here is Lynn. DeRozan defending. Here's Richardson. Down low. And Drummond throws it down.
Kevin, at 6'11", Drummond is a legitimate dunker inside, getting a little room and taking off towards the rim.
Basket good.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Pass to Ellington. Miami grabs the miss. And here is Lynn. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Heat shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
How about Andre Drummond making his second All-Star appearance in 2018? He's been playing some of his best basketball. I mean, one of the top 5 or 6 centers in the game, if you ask me.
Back to Lynn. Out to the right wing. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Drummond in his 7th season, still just 25 years old. There's a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, and I think defense, believe it or not, is where he has the most untapped potential. I mean, with better recognition and communication, I mean, he could be a contender for Defensive Player of the Year.
Richardson, good. Richardson's got 22 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Teodosic. Shoots over Lynn. Teodosic, no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Korkmaz has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Collins. Lynn looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second.
Well, perhaps the most physically dominant player in the league, Andre Drummond. This combination of size, strength, and speed is unmatched.
Double by Bogdanovich. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Detroit now. Here's Teodosic. And it's sent back by Drummond.
All right, shooters have to be careful when Drummond is roaming nearby. He is a defensive menace who takes his shot blocking very seriously.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Here's Bogdanovich. 8 points for him. Here's Lynn. Good work there as it goes. Lynn's got his third basket of the night right there.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his third foul of the game. Right side Turner. Over Drummond. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Turner's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons. To the inside. It's tipped to the middle. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Drummond. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
You don't mind fouling Drummond, but you got to get your money's worth. Can't allow the end one.
Free throw, no good for Drummond.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Left side, Miller. Pass to Nogueira. Second chance shot. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
That free throw good from Miller. The Heat trailed by 3. Pass to Drummond. Inside. Deflects the pass. DeRozan brings the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Poked away. And Detroit has possession. Pistons leading by 3. Miller's got room. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing out.
Got a piece of it. Fires from 14. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and train.
Now, here's Richardson. Back to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Pass to Collins to end the run. And it's Drummond missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
That free throw good from Miller. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could have
that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
And you see defensively. When they try to patch something up, he exploits a different weakness.
Pistons leading by 10. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
Once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
It's Richardson on the wing. Pulls up from the corner. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And so they foul intentionally.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic. Now
a timeout called by Miami.
know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play, but the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
2 shots. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. And he put the challenge in front of his players. He said, now's the time when we take control. This is our time, not theirs. Let's go out there and take it to them. We'll see if we got them going, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Galloway. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come. He's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Here now is Weber. Now Harrell. Back to Harris. Wide open look. And he nails the jumper.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
Here's DeRozan. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. 31 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeMar DeRozan.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, all day long.
Pass to Collins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marvin Bagley picks one up. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA, to me, has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. I mean, just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years, the growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you crack the 20 mark in rebounds, it's a special night.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
To the middle. Here's Turner. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And the Pistons lead by 17. It's Drummond, top of the key. Outside, Lynn. Lobbed up there for Drummond. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Drummond is an expert at running the pick and roll. The way he dives to the hoop after the screen is virtually impossible for the defense to stop.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here.